In this chart, I will be discussing about IMT. IMT stands for Instant Money Transfer. Okay, so IMT is a domestic money remittance service. So that allows you to send money to receiver only by the receiver's mobile number. You don't need to have the account number of the other person. Just by the other person's mobile number, you can transfer funds. So that receiver, that person can go to a bank ATM and draw cash without without using a card. So this is quite amazing. Okay, so one, that the other person to whom you want to send funds need not have the account number, and he need not even have a card, ATM card, to draw cash. So what happens is the receiver will receive all the details required for withdrawal on his mobile phone. So these are used in cases where the receiver prefers cash and he needs emergency cash instantly, and he doesn't have a bank account, or you don't know receiver's bank account details. Okay, urgently, say for example you want to send funds to a relative in some other city, urgently, okay, and he doesn't have the bank account at his side right now. He's on the road and only an ATM is nearby. So just if you know his mobile number, you can just send funds. Okay, so this customers can transfer instantly to anywhere, anytime. So we require the beneficiary's mobile number, and the beneficiary can withdraw money using or without using a debit card. However, IMT transactions once created cannot be cancelled. Okay, and the amount which you send has to be withdrawn in entire amount. Partial withdrawals are not allowed. Okay, at least at present, banks like SBI do not allow partial withdrawals, and there will be time limit, usually like 2 days, to withdraw the amount. Otherwise, the amount will be refunded back to the sender's account. So basically, you should like try to do an IMT transaction yourself, so that you'll have a better understanding. Just in your family member, your parents or your siblings, just try to get the mobile number and just do an IMT transaction on your own. Okay, so that will give a better idea. So here we are furnishing the process flow for initiating IMT transaction using SBI ATM. Okay, so you can go through this, and then there's a process flow with withdrawing withdrawing funds from ATM at the other side. So what the beneficiary will do, he'll go to any ATM. Say for example, you are doing a transaction at SBI ATM, he'll go to SBI ATM and make a cardless withdrawal. Okay, so what he will do, there will be a particular icon there in the touchscreen of ATM. So he'll enter that beneficiary mobile number, and then a code will be there. So you will be saying a code, in the sense that as and when you do an IMT transaction, some details will be sent to that other mobile's mobile. That includes also a code. Okay, so you'll be entering the sender's code, and then you'll enter the SMS code received from mobile, and then the amount. Okay, and immediately you'll get the fund. So there are two codes here. Okay, remember, one is a sender code, another is a that SMS code. Okay, so when you do a transaction, you will give the 10-digit mobile number of the beneficiary. Okay, and then you will enter a 4-digit code, sender code. Now this code you have to share only with that person, because any other person can, if he comes to know, he can draw the money. Okay, so that 4-digit sender code you will enter in the ATM, and you'll share it with your sender. Okay, and once the transaction is completed, what happens, the bank will send a SMS to the other person. A 4-digit SMS code will be sent, and the transaction will be completed. So in this chapter, the questions will be prepared are: what is IMT, what is the importance of IMT. Importance is like, in case of emergency, or when the other person doesn't have a bank account, he can draw the funds just by the mobile number. Does the receiver need to have bank account for sending money? No. And explain the procedure of doing a IMT transaction. Does the receiver need to have a bank account for receiving money through IMT? No, it's not required. And explain the procedure of doing an IMT transaction.